probably started around when I was like 14. I've always had really like bad GI. Like I constantly was like taking like Zantac, like acid reflux, and it never really gave me a relief. And then when I was like 17-ish, I started having really bad trouble. Like I was getting sick, like vomiting, and like it was really hard for me to keep food down. And so I ended up having to get my gallbladder removed. And so, I mean, I tried that. And then even after that, there still was not much relief from that. And then I kind of just jumped around from doctor to doctor, and I felt like I went to probably like 4 different ones, GI doctors. And I felt like every time it was always 3 things they told me. It was either I needed to change my diet, and then like telling me that it was all mental. I heard that a lot, and to me that was just like so like devastating to me that they thought this was just in my head, when I know my body like better than anybody. Something's wrong. And then that I would have to be on medication for the rest of my life, and that was just, I had to deal with it, and I just had to take my medicine. And those were just things that like me and my parents both agreed we weren't okay with. Like that was just such like a, well, this is what's wrong with you, and so that's all we're gonna do for you. Like the diet, it was never addressed like, well, maybe we need to send you to like a nutritionist or someone who's gonna teach you how to eat properly, or maybe you have food allergies. It was just kind of like left for us to handle it. And so I mean, it got to a point, I was seeing this one doctor, I was taking medicine 5 times a day, a big pill, like, and it wasn't making me feel any better. It honestly made me feel worse. And so I started working for a girl, and she started telling me about you and how you kind of went about things and how you did it. And it was way different than what I have ever done. And I was just to a point where I was like, I literally will try anything. Like, let me reach out. So I reached out, and honestly, it has changed my life. And I've only been doing it for like 30, 35 days. And it's amazing. I thank you so much. I haven't had to take my medicine anymore. I just feel so much better. And you've never like just like blown me off, or like when I tell you like something's bothering me, like you address that and then we move on from there. And just the whole way you go about it has really like changed my perspective on how I eat, how I take care of myself, the things I put in my body that affect how I feel. It's just done like a 360 for me. Yeah, I would definitely like maybe my sleep for sure. Like, I mean, I've always really struggled with my sleep, but I thought maybe it was just like, you know, maybe I just have a hard time going to bed. Like, I didn't think anything of it. Like, you know, sometimes I'll be on my phone. But then when I started doing this, like, I want to go to sleep. And I'll go to sleep, and I don't wake up 20 times through the night. Like, I stay asleep. And then overall, that just makes me feel better throughout my day, because it's like I got a full 8 hours.
Absolutely.
So that's been an impact, like a huge impact. This
Cool.
sleep.
I love it.
I will say this is like when you first start going into it, it kind of does seem a little overwhelming, because it is a huge change. Like the GI protocol you give, like someone who's not used to like eating clean like that, it can be overwhelming, but like it is honestly so easy to follow. And I mean, I've tried like diets where I'm like, this plain salad and this plain chicken, and then I end up getting off of it because I'm so miserable eating my food. Not one day on this have I been miserable eating my food, and it is very like maintainable. And it honestly, it's not even diet. I wouldn't even call it that. I feel like it's a lifestyle change. And I love it because I love the food I'm eating. I know it's good, and I actually am enjoying it.
That's awesome. All right. That's a great ending. So cool. I really appreciate you doing this.